Luka, that night you called Boston best team in basketball. When you look, what stands out to you in terms of the way that they can challenge you guys?
First of all, the kind of players they have, and they're coached very well. So both things, they have amazing players. They're coached very well, and I think everybody knows their role. They have some great weapons. So I would say about.
Look, at this point, you're a first-time dad. How much does having a daughter put the game into perspective and the biggest stage of your career?
I mean, it's the best thing in the world being a dad. Just coming home every day. I mean, not every day, but when we're home, is the best thing in the world, and just helps me with everything, not just basketball. What? Sorry. I mean, we'll see because I think they play different defense that we've seen. They do a lot of mismatch. I mean, cross matches. So that's the way we got to figure out how to attack that.
I wanted to ask you because you impacted very much in your career. Just his impact in the words.
A lot. I remember my first year when I came here. It was surreal to be on the same team as Dirk Nowitzki. Obviously, I wish I could play with him more. But that last season, his last season, my first, was amazing just to experience. Helped me a lot, especially coming in the NBA, not knowing what to expect, what kind of player I'm going to be. So it helped me a lot. Just seeing him work every day, even in his last season, the amount of work he put in and everything.
Did you give any advice to the finals yet?
Not yet.
Because you've done this now for a long time, playing professional basketball, is this hard at all for you used to it?
Hard?
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's very hard. Everything. You got to see, watch a lot of film. You got to work. And it's very hard. I don't think people understand how hard it is to win games in this league, especially in the playoffs. So I think we earned to be here. We deserve that because every game we played in the playoffs was really hard to win.
Luka, ¿cuáles son algunas claves que tu equipo tiene que tratar de sacar en Boston para contrarrestar lo que pueden hacer los Celtics? Y también preguntarte por la final, hablando de el partido y lo que te pareció obviamente.
Sí, bueno, lo primero creo que la clave va a ser nuestra defensa, sobre todo parar a los dos Jason, a Tatum y a Brown va a ser muy difícil y bueno, tiene otros jugadores que pueden hacernos daño mucho, así que nuestra defensa va a ser la clave. Bueno, claro que vi el de Madrid, otro título más, ¿no? A que la gente ya está acostumbrada a ganar títulos en Madrid, así que muy feliz por ellos. About the same. It didn't get any better. I need a good amount of rest to get that better. But it's been more days, so hopefully I'll see it. I'll check in the game one if it's better or not. But it's been great to have some rest for sure.
Comment on Cameron Parsons' comments about your relationship with Chris Doncic.
What comments?
He said that you didn't like playing with him.
You see, that's why I haven't watched a lot of that because people don't know. I talked to Cameron Parsons maybe twice in my life, so I don't know how he would know that. But me and KB have a good relationship. I don't know what people to say otherwise.
Luka, does this team feel different for you? Brian, does chemistry feel different, or the bond or brotherhood?
From when?
Just other teams that you've been part of.
I always had that 2022 run. We had great chemistry. We stayed together, and I feel the same thing with this team. We've been together for like 4 or 5 months, and we made the NBA Finals. Like I said, it's been really hard, but like I said, we deserve this, and our chemistry is great, and we stay together.
That being said, what are you most looking forward to? Other than hosting the trophy, what are you most looking forward to?
Just playing the NBA Finals. Every kid that plays basketball dream about this. So I was one of them. Just playing the finals.
A lot of us have heard is Luka's not very athletic. I'm sure you've heard it. Does that ever bother you?
No. I'm athletic in different ways they don't see, so not everything is jumping and running fast. That's a long way to go. I didn't think about it. But I would just say, do everything that you can to be happy. The less problems you have, the happier it's going to be. So just be happy. That's all that matters. Thank you. Es muy importante, no solo para mí, para todo el equipo. Creo que hemos hecho muchos pasos adelante, estando 4 meses juntos, así que todavía tenemos mejorancia en ese aspecto.
Jason, I want to take you back to your time with USA Basketball and playing with, Coach K. What about his dynamic, just leading all of the superstars in the league at that time, has maybe translated to you working with Luka and Kyrie and, just the status of who they are as a player? Is there anything from that time in your life that you can translate to where you're at in your coaching career?
Yeah, I think that's when you talk about Coach K, you get to see him on the sideline. You get to see him, on TV in the commercials. But to be able to play for him and for the Olympic team in 2008, as close as I got to him is playing against him and his Duke team. But to just see how day one he handled everyone's, ego in that meeting room was dynamic. And the people who, are close to him or around him a lot, he doesn't, he can swear at times. And so I didn't know that. So that kind of took me by surprise. But I thought the way he just handled the egos in that room of letting them be them, but also talking about coming together as a unit. And I thought Coach K did an incredible job with that 2008 team. To be able to handle those type of egos, to have a mission, to talk about winning the gold medal from day one. He was very consistent, but very honest and told the truth. And that was one of the things that I enjoyed, playing for him and being around him, is he told the truth. He told you where you stood and what he wanted. And so just being honest. And so when you're honest with your stars, the respect goes up. And when you look at Luka and Kai, I've always told those two the truth, and will continue to tell them the truth.
To stay on the 08 team, we've already talked about how you guys in 2011 were on the team bus, and it was kind of the same thing when you were with the Olympic team. What are some of the parallels that you use from those experiences that helped you with this, like from Abu Dhabi to now?
Yeah, Abu Dhabi seems like that was like 3 years ago. I think just, chemistry and creating a team is not, it's hard. And so it takes time and to be steady, be consistent. And so as a coach, you're fighting to be consistent. You have to be able to pivot because you're trying to learn your team. Understand you have Luka and Kai, that's great. But there's other guys too, and that's, again, we've always talked about team. We know Luka and Kai are going to get a lot of the attention, but it's the others too that count just as well. And so Abu Dhabi, I thought was a great time for Kai and Luka. Madrid, but I thought it was a great time for the team to be able to spend more time together than normal. And so we were able to create that atmosphere, that chemistry and trust. That's where it all started, and we talked about it. But the steadiness and just being consistent, from Abu Dhabi to today, it's not easy. With winning and losing, emotions come with that. But I thought as a coaching staff, we have been consistent, and also the players have been consistent. and we've given the players a platform to express themselves of their likes and dislikes. And so as a coach, you got to be able to pivot. But we've asked them to come to work with a positive attitude, and the group has. And so that's what's really helped us get to where we are today.
Coach, the Mavericks have built a great core of players. They're also building a core of leaders with you getting a contract extension. Now Nico gets one. How cool is that to see, just to see the Mavericks committing to you, to Nico, and for the future?
Yeah, I think it's great. When you talk about Cuban's vision of hiring Nico and myself, he should get credit for that, and then also for Patrick to come behind that and to give us a new deal. So we're grateful for that. We still know there's a lot of work to be done, but that's a compliment to be able to get a new deal that reassures that we are doing something right. But we still understand that there's a lot of work to be done, and that's to win a championship. And so we have an opportunity here against the Celtics to do that. So hopefully we can, but if not, we continue to keep pushing forward, being steady, and keep building a championship organization.
How have you seen Porzingis adapt his game to be able to fit as well as he has in Boston? And then with him coming off of injury, how does his return change the dynamic of what you're looking at versus the team they had out there the last couple series?
Well, they were good without him. They're going to be pretty good with him. And so when you look at the return, his ability to space the floor, you always talk about the offensive side, but we've talked about both sides, offense and defense, because he's an underrated rim protector, rebounds the ball, understands he fits in with that group. They've made him very comfortable. You can see that from day one. And so, again, his ability to shoot the ball with range, put the ball on the floor, post up the small, puts a lot of pressure on your defense. And so they keep it real simple. That ball's moving on to the next. The ball doesn't stick a lot of times, so he fits right into what they're trying to do.
Coach, I had two questions for you. You detailed this season that's pretty weird. You guys changed ownership. You don't see that a lot, especially with the success you guys maintained. Did that change in ownership at all change your day-to-day routine at all?
No, it didn't. It didn't change the routine. No.
So your level of communication with Mark and ownership was the same as before?
Yes.
The other thing was you've coached your way to the NBA Finals. You've played your way to the NBA Finals. Is it as much fun coaching it as it was to play your way to there?
Oh, a lot harder. A lot harder to coach.
It's much fun? Oh,
it's fun, but it's harder. As a player, it's easy. You have a little bit more control. It's as a player, it's a lot easier. As a coach, it's harder, but it's gratifying, and it does feel good to be able to be here. You've put in a lot of time. I got to wear glasses now because you watch so much video, and so as a player, I didn't have glasses, so there's a little change there. But I think it's fun. It's chess. I love playing chess and understanding it to put the guys in a position to be successful on and off the floor. So as a coach, it is fun. It's a lot harder, but you have to enjoy it because you're never guaranteed to be back here. And that's as a player too. In 11, that was the last, we felt we could do it again, but we never made it back.
These games will be played over the course of almost a month. How do you just deal with the mental challenge of the time in between the games?
Yeah, I think you forget it's June, but it's been great. I think the time after Game 5 to be able to have the 2 days off to let guys mentally and physically recharge. Now, we've been talking about Boston since Monday, yesterday, so now it's, our goal is to play for another 3 weeks. And so that's, what we've talked about as a group. Just take one game at a time, one day at a time, and make sure that we're all doing the right things to be mentally and physically fresh and ready to go once Thursday starts.
Coach, I asked Luka just about the impact of Dirk on his career and what he's learned from him. What do you think that Luka can learn from Dirk's championship run when he led the team? Now Luka's leading the team. What do you think he can learn from Dirk?
I think patience, just understanding. Dirk's it took him 2 times to get there, and so just patience, just understanding. I think Game 6, he didn't have a great first half. He wanted it so bad that he was pressing a little bit. I think coming in the second half, he relaxed a little bit and let the game come to him. But I think it's just patience and trusting that you've done all the hard work, and now it's just about your talent and putting your team in a position to win. And Luka has done that here in the last 3 series, and so hopefully he can do it again.
Jason, over here to your left, thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
You've talked to us several times about how you stay present throughout whatever is going on, not too high, not too low. Is that a lesson you learned via basketball or a life lesson, and how has that helped you throughout the chapters of your life?
Yeah, I think I learned them later in life, being introduced to different people. Sometimes when you're young, you think about the future, you think about other things and not the present, and you sometimes let great opportunities get away from you. So I've learned that later in life, but I've tried to share that with this group of staying present, staying steady, and continue to keep working. Good things will happen if you do work, and you're gonna be sore. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but that's all right. Good things will happen, and so being in the present. Sometimes we'll think about what tomorrow has. We're not promised tomorrow, so try to enjoy today. Try to enjoy the presence of each other, and that's what I've learned here of late, and I've tried to share that with these young men and whoever else I come in contact with.